everyone. So Patrick and I are so excited. We decided to upgrade our gym and get a new piece of equipment.
All new eco bikes, so bigger, better, maybe not as enjoyable.
Yes, so everybody was asking if we would sell the assault bike because they're tough. So we said, sure, we'll sell them. And we got rid of them, but they didn't know we were getting eco bikes. So we are super excited. So it is Thursday. These are the days that I typically, or Patrick either, we don't work out as much. Some days we may throw in some light recovery, but today we just feel like we have a lot to do for Polaris, just a longer to-do list. So that's what we're gonna be taking care of.
Yeah, checking some stuff off. We've got a little bit more time today since there's no training sessions, so we've got the ability to go pick these up and hopefully get them all put together.
We cannot wait. Let's get started. So we've just unpackaged the first eco bike. We have quite a few to do, but we're really excited to see it actually comes almost all the way put together. I'm not very handy, good thing I have him, but I even feel like I could probably put this thing together if Pat wasn't around. So it looks like we've got the back base, so just coming out of the box. So we'll have one of these on the front and one of these on the back. This one is the back because it doesn't have the wheels. The wheels are on the front one. And then we have a pedal for each side. So, and then we have an arm handle and two pegs that are gonna sit right at the front for you to rest your feet on. If maybe you're doing some arms only, things like that. The pegs do spin, so just careful on that. And then we have this console, which is gonna be our screen. So other than that, what else do you see? This is gonna be how we attach the screen to the front of the fan, or to the front of the bike. And that's really the extent of the parts that came with this. So it's really nice. The seat comes on it. The fan's already kind of assembled. It doesn't come with too many parts. So maybe I'll even assemble one of my own. I don't know, that one will probably fall apart. But yeah, so we'll get to it.
Came from nothing, up from zero. They tried to take me out, I'm here though. Yeah, I'm your hero. Yeah, I'm your hero. I'm taking hold, I'll never let go.
Answer a couple questions while we do the assembly. Was rest day nutrition. So that's actually a big one. I used to not eat as much on rest days because I felt like I wasn't working out as much, but now I've actually shifted my thinking and I feel much better. So I typically end up eating as much, if not more, on a rest day than I do during a normal training day, just because I have the time. So I'm not training as much, I have more time at home, I have more time to make my meals, I'm not just doing shakes. So I typically eat the exact same amount, if not get a little bit more carbs in and prep myself for the weekend ahead. So the way I kind of view it is Thursday is gonna be my active rest day. Friday and Saturday, I'm gonna hit really hard. So I wanna make sure I'm fueled and I'm ready to go and I feel fully recovered, hopefully come Friday morning. So that way I can hit my Friday session super hard, my Saturday session super hard, and then a light active recovery on Sunday where I'm definitely eating as much, getting ready for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So when it comes to rest days, you do not need to cut your calories. Actually think about fueling yourself and using that day as a full recovery to make sure you're ready for the days to come.
Good boy.
Question I got is workouts while traveling. So one of my favorite things to do is go down to the hotel gyms. I like to just check out what they have. Say you walk in and there's only cardio equipment, no dumbbells, nothing. Get on the treadmill, don't turn it on, put your hands on the thing and just push it. It's gonna be feeling like a sled pull or sled drag. Very challenging. Another one I'll do is going back and forth between like running and burpees and jump squats. So if there's no dumbbells or anything, you could do 400-meter run, hop off, do 10 burpees into 20 jump squats for 5 rounds or a 20-minute AMRAP. Another one I go to is I always go to devil's press or thrusters. So if they do have dumbbells, I just feel like those are really great full body workouts with some abs. So V-ups, single leg V-ups, but just think to yourself like a cardio and try to use as many body parts and muscle groups that you possibly can. Milo's trying to eat the Echo Bike box. But those are just some of my go-tos. If you don't have an exercise room, I like to do AMRAPs. So setting a clock for 10 to 15 minutes, something I know where I'll get a good sweat. Hey, stop. And using legs, so squats or lunges, push-ups, mountain climbers, abs. Just kind of think of the muscle groups and then just pick reps that make sense. 5, 10, 15, 20. And as long as you're getting a good sweat, a good burn, you'll feel good the rest of the day. So the question that I got was, how do you keep from getting sick when you're training hard and you're super busy all of the time? There's only so much you can do, but I think there's a couple things that I notice really help me. One, I take my reds and greens every morning, which have tons of antioxidants, and I really think that gives me energy. It helps me feel really good, and it also hopefully helps me keep my immune system strong, because that's one of the things. It's gonna give you increased immune function. So that for me is huge. 2, drinking tons and tons of water, so just staying hydrated. 3, sleep. I really prioritize my sleep. Pat always makes fun of me because I'm like looking at the clock. I know I need 8+ hours of sleep. If I'm getting any less than 7.5, I feel like I'm immediately susceptible and more likely to get sick. From there, I think if I feel like I'm getting a cold, I start to take vitamin C packets, and I load up on my vitamin C immediately and continue to drink water, to drink hot tea, and just rest. So if you feel like you're getting sick, just make sure you're resting and you're not pushing yourself, because once you push yourself too far, then it's downhill from there. And then finally, being in a gym all of the time, or if I'm busy, I just make sure I wash my hands before I put anything in my mouth, and I try to avoid touching my face. So I know that there's a lot of studies proven where if there's a lot of germs around and you're constantly touching your face, or if you don't wash your hands, you're more likely to get sick. So those are just a couple of the things that I use that keep me healthy, and hopefully you can use too, and they'll help you. So our new bike is assembled, first one's down. Let's check it out. Woo-hoo. I am super excited. So my first impression, it's quieter. So when we're coaching, sometimes we would get on the assault bikes and rev them up. They tend to make a little bit more noise. So when we're coaching, it's a little bit harder if 3 people are doing max sprints on the assault bike. It gets pretty loud in here, so we'll have to see. But so far it sounds quieter. Just is a little bit of a different feel. The seat's a lot more cushionier. It's not really a word. So that'll be interesting. That's just a change. I don't know if it's better or worse. But I think people are gonna be super excited that we got rid of the assault bikes, but then when they hop on this thing, they're gonna be like, oh my gosh. So it's just hard work in a different way. But all in all, I like having these handles. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm excited for a new change. It's always just really fun to get new equipment. So just keep switching it up and keep that constantly varied, just like the definition of CrossFit.
So after putting a couple of these together, the process definitely gets quicker. A few tips I can give you to make this a little bit smoother and faster is if you have this tip to fit inside of a drill, it'll take half as long, literally, if that, to where you're not sitting cranking on one of these. On top of that, what I found is the easiest thing to lay out all of your parts. Put the ones that go on the right side, the ones that go on the left, and it really goes together pretty quickly and easily.
So we're super excited about the new Echo bikes. Something we love to do that we've always done with Polaris is we like to take the money and put it back into the gym. So this was this purchase. We've already got a list. 30-pound dumbbells I know is on the list for the next purchase. But I think it's important. So you'll notice he was assembling the bikes. I'm here just helping. Literally, this is our rest day today. So we are not working out. We're not sweating. We're not moving. I'm going to stretch a little bit later, open up my shoulders, open up my hips for about 30 minutes. And that's our rest day. And it's okay to take those days. I woke up today and I knew I was tired. I don't feel like I have the mental capacity or the physical capacity to work out today. So I'm completely rested. So Pat also didn't work out today. And it's just encouraging and supporting each other in that sense, because for me, sometimes I am like, oh, I should be doing more. I should always be doing more. But I think he always reminds me that if we're doing too much and we never give ourselves a chance to rest or recover, then we're never giving our muscles a chance to heal. So recovery is just as important as the workouts themselves. So finding yourself a good support system that's going to also encourage you to build good habits and build in rest days is definitely key. So if you want to see more videos like this, we'll definitely be hopefully investing in more equipment for Polaris coming up. Pat and I will be sharing more fun workouts with you, hopefully an endurance program coming out soon. Make sure you guys like and subscribe so we can keep on keeping on, and yeah, having a good time with it.